Hello, I'm Todd Elprovitz, and in this video we'll look at 20 winter-related idioms. So bundle up, grab a notebook and a hot cup of cocoa, and let's get started. Our first idiom is the dead of winter, and this refers to the coldest, darkest, and most miserable time of winter. It is often used to describe a time when the weather is extremely cold and unpleasant. Two examples are, I can't believe I agreed to go camping in the dead of winter. It's going to be freezing out there. And I am so tired of this cold weather. It's the dead of winter and I can't wait for spring to arrive. Our idiom break the ice means to do or say something that makes people who do not know each other well feel more comfortable around one another. Two examples are, I was feeling really nervous at the event, but I managed to break the ice by introducing myself to a few people. And I knew it would be tough to get the team working together, so I decided to break the ice by organizing a team-building activity. Our idiom put something on ice means to delay or postpone something, often because it is not a priority or there are other more pressing matters to attend to. It is often used to describe a decision, to put something on hold, or to postpone it until a later date. Two examples are, we decided to put the project on ice for now. We have more important things to do. And we were planning to launch the new product next month, but with everything that's going on, we're going to have to put it on ice for now. To be, skate, tread, or walk on thin ice means that someone is doing something very risky, which may have serious or unpleasant consequences. You're treading on thin ice by always leaving early. Once management notices, you'll be fired. Another example is, the students were on thin ice after the principal found out they misbehaved on the field trip. Our idiom, the tip of the iceberg, means that only a small part of something, often a problem, is seen or known about when there is a much larger part that is not seen or known about. This idiom comes from the fact that only a small part of an iceberg, the tip, is visible, while most of the iceberg is hidden underwater. Two examples are, the movie series is just the tip of the iceberg. There are also TV shows, cartoons, books, comics, and video games to explore. Another example is, everyone thought the leaked email was scandalous, but it was really only the tip of the iceberg as more information soon became public. Our idiom, a snowball's chance in hell, means that something is very unlikely or has no chance of happening. It is often used to express the idea that something is impossible or extremely unlikely to occur. I don't think I have a snowball's chance in hell of winning the lottery. The odds are just too stacked against me. And there's no way I'm going to be able to finish my project on time. I have a snowball's chance in hell of meeting the deadline. Our next idiom, when hell freezes over, is also used to express the idea that something is very unlikely or will never happen. An example using this idiom is, he said he'll apologize when hell freezes over. I don't think I'm ever going to get an apology out of him. Our idiom, pure as the driven snow, means that someone is completely innocent or free from wrongdoing or sin. It is often used to describe someone who has never done anything wrong. An example using this idiom is, she was completely shocked when she was accused of stealing from the store. She's pure as the driven snow and would never do something like that. A snowball effect is a situation in which one action or event causes many other similar actions or events, like a snowball getting bigger and bigger as it is rolled. For example, the woman's viral video had a snowball effect on the popularity of her other videos, and the factory's expansion is having a snowball effect across the city and leading to an increase in new businesses moving to the area. To be snowed under means to be overwhelmed or buried in work or tasks. It is often used to describe a situation where someone has too much work to do and is struggling to keep up. Two examples are, I'm sorry I couldn't respond to your email earlier. I've been snowed under with work and I haven't had a chance to catch up. And I can't believe how much work I have to do this week. I'm completely snowed under and don't know how I'm going to get everything done in time. To freeze one's blood and to make one's blood run cold both mean to make someone very frightened. The screams coming from the dark alley made her blood run cold, and walking into the giant spider web in the forest froze my blood. A freeze-on is a policy that puts a temporary stop on something. Two examples are, the company is putting a freeze on hiring until the end of the quarter, and The firm put a freeze on raises to help control costs. To freeze someone out means to make someone feel as they are not part of a group by being unfriendly toward that person, or to stop someone from being included in an arrangement or an activity. I felt like I was frozen out of the discussion simply because I was the youngest employee in the department. And the production company froze the actor out of being in the sequel after his controversial comments. Next up, we have to leave someone out in the cold. And like freeze somebody out, leave someone out in the cold means to exclude or ignore someone, often in a way that is thoughtless or unkind. It is often used to describe a situation where someone is not included in a group or activity, or is treated unfairly or indifferently. Two examples using this are, "I can't believe that they left me out in the cold like that. I thought we were friends." And, "They decided to go on vacation without inviting me. I feel like they left me out in the cold." To give someone the cold shoulder means to intentionally ignore someone or to treat someone in an unfriendly way. Two examples are, "My wife and I had an argument this morning and she's been giving me the cold shoulder ever since." And, "After leading in sales for 2 quarters in a row, a few of her colleagues began giving her the cold shoulder." To have cold feet or get cold feet means to feel too nervous to do something that you plan to do, or to be unsure whether you want to do something. Two examples are, "He was going to propose to his girlfriend on her birthday, but he got cold feet." And, "My roommates and I were planning to go skydiving, but I had cold feet and watched them from the ground instead." To pour cold water on something or to throw cold water on something means to discourage or deter by being negative about someone's ideas or plans. Two examples are, "The teacher threw cold water on the student's suggestion of having a class party at the end of the school year," and, "His parents poured cold water on his dream of becoming a Broadway actor." To run hot and cold or blow hot and cold means to frequently change your moods or courses of action, or your attitude about liking someone or something. This can lead to people being confused about how someone really feels. Two examples are, "Her feelings toward him run hot and cold. Sometimes she's so excited to see him. Other times she completely ignores him." And, "Management has been blowing hot and cold about closing the Springfield branch. I wish they would just make up their minds so we can plan accordingly." To be out cold means to be unconscious or sleeping heavily. The kids were out cold in the back seat during our drive home from the amusement park. To be knocked out cold can mean the same, but more specifically, to be unconscious following a hit to the head or from medication. For example, the boxer was knocked out cold at the start of the 4th round. Thank you for joining me here today. Be sure to practice these idioms the next time you are speaking with someone in English, or down below in the comments. If you found this video helpful, hit that outstanding like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the future!